Hey guys, it's Taylor, and welcome to this tutorial. Again, sorry I didn't post this tutorial Saturday. I know I am really behind. The reason why I didn't post it Saturday was because, well, let me explain something. Usually, videos take me about an hour or an hour and a half at most to make, and if I don't have that time in the day, then I won't be able to make the video. Yesterday, I was at church celebrating with my family and other Christmassy stuff like that, and just didn't have the time to do it. Which reminds me, Merry Christmas or Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you guys are. Anyway, so thanks for understanding, and yeah. So today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to whiten teeth in Photoshop. Now there's actually two methods that I'm going to go over, and are both pretty damn easy to do. Now the first one we'll be using the brush tool, and it's actually it's the slowest method, but it does look, the final result looks a little better than the other one, or the other method that we're going to be using. So if we zoom in, you can just zoom in a few times, and then hit the brush tool, and change the color close to a pure white color. You want to get it either at a white color or very close to a white color. We want the opacity to be at 43, and the flow to be at 50. The mode to be at normal, the brush size to be at 64, the hardness to be at 0, and I use the first one. Now, this is about the same size. You don't have to have it at exactly 64. You could have it at, I don't know, 60, just somewhere where you can get the job done quick. Now, you just want to lightly pat over the tooth. You don't want to go too overboard because you might lose the texture in the tooth, and that's no good. Just look horrible. Okay, now once you get farther down on the teeth, where this one is, you can change the color to about a little darker right there, maybe, and make the brush size a little smaller, just so it will fit on the tooth, because the tooth's also going to get a little smaller. There you go. And again, just to go back to the regular color without just, finding the right color, you can just use the pipette tool and go right onto it. Now the reason we don't have the opacity at 100 is because it's too powerful and will get rid of a lot of the texture to the tooth and just make it look like a solid color, which we do not want. And there we go. Now, you don't have to worry about the teeth way in the back because it just will look unrealistic and, it's hard to shade it in just right. So if we just zoom out of that a few times, it looks okay. You can't really tell that you used a brush on the teeth and does look a lot better. The next method takes less time and is less time consuming, so will work a lot better, and you should only use it if, you don't have enough time, you want to get a project done real quick. Okay, so let's open our next, and this also doesn't work all the time with every, tooth. It has to be a perfect rounded tooth. So what I mean by perfect rounded is like, here's a perfect example. The tooth's, perfect rounded, it's not chipped or anything. This works a lot better than this one. So if you have, perfect rounded tooth, you can get around with it easier with this method than the last method. So if we zoom in, oops, I always do that. Well, it's too much. There we go. And grab the magic wand tool. You can use, there's a few tools that you can use actually. You can use the magic wand tool, the lasso tool, and you can use the pen tool, and you can use the quick selection tool. So there's actually a lot to use. But basically we're just making a selection around the teeth, and it's actually really easy to make. So to do so, you want to basically just click. We're using the magic wand. I'll show you how to use with each tool, but here's with the magic wand. Just click, and it'll make a basic selection for you. And you basically hold down Shift and just grab to where you want the selection. Alright, now, you don't have to worry about the bottom teeth because they're not showing that much, but you do the exact same thing. And we want to go to Select, Modify, and Feather. Now the feather is your option. You can choose how many pixels you want the feather to be. I usually have it at 2 or 3, but you can make it more or less depending on how you want the picture to look. Hit OK, and now we're going to add a new adjustment layer. So go to the new adjustment layer button right here and find hue/saturation. Now here we can just take the lightness and bring it up, and we can also take the saturation and bring it down. Now, if you wanted this to maybe be, you know, effect where all the teeth are missing, you can maybe change it to that color like, you know, I don't know, something like that, where the teeth are all bloody. You can do that, but, you know, go mess around with it, have some fun with it. Now you can use the same method to get around with it with the lasso tool. You just basically draw a selection. This doesn't work as well, so you can use that method. You can also use the quick selection, which works fairly well. This is probably the second one that I'd recommend. The only reason that I don't use this is because it doesn't get rid of the gum. It kind of includes the gum line a lot, and it's hard to get rid of it. And the pen tool works very well as well, so you can just use the pen tool for a nice curve selection. It works just like a mask, and I would use this. I'd use this for maybe one tooth, if you wanted like one tooth. I don't know why you'd want that, but that's where you'd want that, or where this would come in handy. I'm just gonna show you that this does work. I'm not messing with you guys. It does work, trust me. A lot of people think that the pen tool doesn't work like this, where it really does, and I didn't know it did either. And just right click and hit make selection, and that'll work well too. If you don't know how to do this and want to learn more about it, you can go to my other tutorial on how to curve selections in Photoshop, or make a curve selection, and do the same thing where we go to select, modify, and feather, and set it to 2, and then you can also, you know, bring it up and down. There we go. And then you can just bring on the actual selection tool and just deselect. Now if we zoom out, you can see that our teeth do look a lot better than they did before. Now they do look a little too white, and you can change that and change it to what you want to. And that's basically all you have to do. I hope these two methods helped, and if you have any other questions or other methods that you could use to whiten teeth, definitely comment below, and I might make. Right. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope these two methods help on whitening. Right. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope these two methods helped. If you have any other questions or other methods to whiten teeth, you can comment them below, and I'll be sure to read them and maybe even make a video response for them. Also, I was supposed to do the shout out quite a while ago, and I never got the chance to. There's two people in my science class that actually sit next to me who have been wanting me to give them a shout out, and here there is their shout out. The first person is called Kelsey G17. She makes she's actually working on a short film and makes vlogs. The other person is Randomoumaima, I think. I'm not sure the exact name, but I'll put it in the description. So and she also makes vlogs and music covers. You can go check them out. So thanks for watching, guys, and again, see you later. One more thing, I might not be making. Actually, probably won't, but because it's Christmas break, I might not make a tutorial, just because, you know, I have to see if I have time, and it's not going to be scheduled. Just if I have time, if I want to, I'll make a tutorial, but, you know, it won't be like a scheduled tutorial. But so yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, again, and I'll see you later. Bye.